Everyone, Saidu here, and welcome to another CCNA server ops lab. Now, in this lab, I'll be showing you how to read a server log file. There are different commands that you can achieve this. You can use the cat command, you can use the more command, and you can also use the less command. But before we get into reading a log file, first, what is a log file? So, log files are files used to record specific events triggered by application, services, or the operating system itself. And the log file are usually stored as plain text. So log files are an indispensable resources for troubleshooting. So if you really want to know what happened and at what time, so log file is the way forward. All right, how do you open a log file? Log file commonly contain plain text information which can be viewed by practically any program able to handle text, or you just simply use text editors, for example. However, there are tools that are more commonly used than others. And the command line based programs are cat, more, less, and tail. Now, let's start with cat. I am on my CyberOps workstation VM now. So I'll log to this folder, home slash analyst slash lab.support.files. And before then, I'll enter my cat command. So cat, home, analyst, lab.support files slash log dash dash tutorial dash log dot log. While in this lab, I'm not going over what is in the content of the log file. I'm just going over the commands used in opening this particular log file, which is cat in this case. So the cat is a very popular tool used in opening a log file or a text file or a text file, but it has this drawback. So once you use a cat to open a text file or a log file, the beginning of the file may get lost as cat doesn't support page breaking. So let's go to the second tool, which is the more. More is also a unique command line based tool that can open a text based file and display the file content on the screen. So the main difference between cat and more is that more support page breaks, allowing the user to view the content of a file one page at a time. So after issuing the command, this can be done using the space bar to display the next page. Now from the same terminal opening the same file, I'll change the cat command to more command. So enter more slash home slash analyst slash lab.support.files slash log dash tutorial dot log. So this is the output of the more command, but it also has a drawback. So the more command may not be easy to display against pages that were already displayed. So that is one of its disadvantages. Now, the third most popular command used in opening a text file or a log file is the less command. So the less tool allows the content of a file to be displayed page by page, while also allowing the user the choice of viewing previously displayed pages. Now, from the same terminal window, I will use the less command instead of the more. So I will replace more with less. This time around, opening the same file, which is log dash dash tutorial.log. Now, this is the output of the less command. You can use the space bar to advance to the next page, or you can use enter key to display the next line of text. And you can also use the up and down arrow keys to move back and forth through the text file. Now, after viewing the text, you can use Q, key from the keyboard, to exit the less tool. Now, the fourth command is the tail command, which is a command that displays the end of a text file. So by default, the tail displays the last 10 lines of the file. So if I am to use the tail, if I am to replace the less command with the tail command here to open the log dash tutorial.log, it will open up the last 10 lines of text. So that is all about viewing the saved logged file. There might be some situation where you might want to actively follow the log entries. Now, if you found yourself in those situations, you can simply use the tail-f command, which is very, very helpful in doing that. So right from my prompt here, I will enter sudo tail-f home analyst lab.support.file log dash tutorial.log. So this is the output of the tail with the option of dash f. Now the purpose of the dash f in this command is to allow the actively following of the log files or the log entry. Now to watch the tail dash F in action, I'll open a second terminal window and have it side by side there. Now the terminal window is running tail dash F. That is the first one, the one I have on my left. Now to make it easier to visualize, I'll select the top terminal window and press enter a few times. So this will add a few lines between the current content of the file and the new information to be added. I will come back to the bottom terminal window and enter the following. Echo, quote, this is a new entry to the monitored log file, end quote. So now refer it to lab.support.files slash log dash tutorial.log. So what this command does is it appends the entry there, which is this is a new entry file message to the log dash tutorial.log file. Now, because the tail dash F is monitoring the file at the moment, a line is added to the file. Now, because the tail dash F is monitoring the file at the moment, a line is added to the file. So now if you check this top window, you should be able to see the new line in real time. Now to exit from the tail dash F command there, hold and press Ctrl plus C to stop the execution. Now let me close this window here. Now log files are very important. Log files are very important files in a system. Because of their importance, it is always recommended or it is a good practice to have these log file being saved in a syslog server. So a syslog is a system designed to allow devices to send their log files to a centralized server. So clients communicate to a syslog server using the syslog protocol. So syslog is commonly deployed and support practically all computer platforms. Now, this particular machine, which is a CyberOps workstation VM, generates operating system level log file and hand them over to a syslog. Now, I'll use this command sudo cat var or var slash log slash syslog.1. So this file holds the log entries that are generated by the CyberOps Workstation VM operating system and sent to the syslog service. Now, something to note here is that the VAR or the var slash log slash syslog file only stores the most recent log entries. To keep the syslog file small, the operating system periodically rotates the log file, renaming older log file as syslog.1, syslog.2, and so on. So if I enter this is what I will get. Sudo cat var slash log slash syslog.2. Now, because of the importance of log files, keeping the date and time of a computer correctly is high priority. The journal is another popular log management system managed by the journal D daemon. So the system is designed to centralize the management of logs regardless of where the messages are originating. In the context of this lab, the most evident feature of the journal system daemon is the use of append only binary files serving as its log file. Now, running the journal CTL from the command prompt, this interprets and displays the log entries previously stored in the journal binary log file. Now, the journal CTL has some few options to go with. One of them is -UTC, or you simply say journal CTL -UTC, which displays all timestamps in UTC time. So another option is journal CTL-B, which display the log entries recorded during the last boot. So you can use journal CTL to specify other options like the or the -u. Example is sudo journal CTL -u nginx.service since today. Alright guys, that is how to view server log file using the most popular commands like the cat, more, less, and tail. So I hope you learned something from this lab, and I will see you in the next one.